Hello and welcome back. So in the last video we have created this keyword list just here all about the online courses, and it's all based around that. So it's absolutely fantastic. And this where I'm going to show you which keywords will be best to use for your particular business or services or products, and how to make it so that you can use them to make your business products services higher, and how to use them for things like pay-per-click advertising. So yes, let's get straight into it. First of all I've gotten done is type target body and long tail keywords into Google Images, and I've got this image here which I've selected is going to open the image in a new tab. So here we have the image. I'm going to zoom into it a bit so we can see it right. So what is this image and what's it all about? What are we to do in this video is just talk to you about this image. Now you're thinking, why are we just talking about an image you see? So let's go straight into it. First of all, we have at the bottom, at the top of the top, we have high cost and competition. Now that is one word phrases. For example, a keyword just call shoes. And then so that includes things like sorted by keyword, that includes things like just a CEO or face. The only one word one we've got. Yeah. So that includes things like just as you are. So if I search up just by volume again, you can see the CEO has a volley of 673,000. And the cost per click is $4.60. So what is this saying? This is saying the highest cost and competition will be the one-word phrases. So that means it will be most difficult to rank on Google or any other search engine with one-word phrases. So maybe try not to do that. So the next one is 2 to 3 word phrases. For example, men's shoes, or as we've got here, online courses. Now that again has a high value of 90,500. Again, that would be reasonably difficult to rank on the first few pages, which means no one will find your website. So let's get past that. And finally we have more descriptive phrases. For example, red like men's running shoes, right? Nike men's running shoes. So all Nike, depending on where you're from and how you say it. So that is the brand. We've got the color, we've got male or female. So this is my old shoes. We've got what it's going to be for running. And then finally we've got what it actually is, which is shoes. So it's very, very descriptive. Now this means with this particular keyword phrase you're more likely to be able to actually get into the first page. There may be less clicks and views and a volume onto that. So for example, free online courses with certificates, now that is 14,800, but it only costs $1 for $1.47 for a cost per click, which is for the advertising. And yes, so it's definitely a lot easier to be ranking in for something which is more of a phrase. So a quick tip is to make sure you're always using phrases rather than just a word. For example, keyword SEO when you're doing your keyword research and your keyword optimization on your website. And what we have here, free online computer courses. Now this is 2,900, and if we move down a little bit we can see there's things like Google as the only course that only has for engine 20 searches a month on average, and then we have the online training certification that has 170 things like this. Online college courses UK, now that one we can probably delete because that has nothing to do with it. So to select it and then click through the selected keywords like so, and then we have best SEO courses. Or online courses, courses from home, free short courses online with certificates, search engine optimization techniques. That's a great one. I like that one a lot. So if we go and search this into Google, as you can see there's a volume of 1,300 searches a month and 996,000 results. So as you can see there are all of these different ones. Most of them have numbers in the top. So you see here we've written the search engine optimize, the optimization techniques that one has. He says there's 21 techniques, 19, 21 again, 22. And then we've got the beginner's guide to ICAO. So as you see, this is going to be much easier for you to appear in the first few pages rather than if you just type well. So you know, so as you can see here at 996 Fausic as CEO, and it then goes to 450 million. So that's going to be a lot more difficult, as you say. That is exactly why there were so many different ads here, because it's so difficult to get on these first pages. So these people have fought. We're going to put some ads there. So let's have a look at a few more. What we're going to do is find some new keywords. Okay. So we are going to type. Where was it? Is the image should we go? Red Nike or night men's running shoes. So. Red. It we go. So we've written it down now, and we don't put in images so as to get rid of that. And here we go. So as you can see, there are 50 searches a month and the cost per click is $1.09. We've had with around 7.2 million results. So this one is going to be a lot easier to actually rincon rather than just how about say this. So if we change it down so it's not as in-depth, as you can see, it then goes to sorry about this. Kumi on the left here. That's just a little thing I have which helps me out. As you can see, this thing gets 201,000 searches a month rather than C50. So if you go a lot more in depth when you do your keywords, you're more likely to be able to make it into the first page. A lot easier, just narrow it down. So rather than the shoes red Nike men's running shoes, be a lot more descriptive in your key phrases that you're using. So rather than just CO2, as you know, online courses for beginners don't put an H in there. There we go, for beginners that has. There you go. So it's not caught many, as you can see it's had 0. But that just means there's not enough for it to actually realize how many there are. Many of these are going to be you to me, as you can see that to me, you to me, Lynn, which is another training. So many of these are going to be for training. But yes, if you're not more in depth, if I also had you on the end of that, as you see, it's just a lot more in depth. So then you have read, which is a job hunting website online, as you know, courses to UK. I mean, look what this actually is. I say it was all about. We have a website where they're just sending online SEO courses. They say how expensive they are. Yeah, look how expensive they are. They are on the first page for you online courses for beginners UK, and it costs £199 to £500. So they're definitely making the money. It's a volume of 0. But that isn't correct. So for once we go really in depth, this program gets a bit, this extension called keywords, that gets a bit confused, and it doesn't really actually give you the right information, which is a bit annoying, but most of the time you're absolutely fine. Okay. Yes, that's it. So I have to really say, for this video, just be more descriptive with the keywords that you're using. Hopefully you understand I'm trying to say. That's all I have to say. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you're right, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.